Welcome back to Wayne's World of Gaming, where we play, talk and collect everything PlayStation. Today's a very special day. Now there's 3 reasons. First reason, it's my son's birthday, so happy 9th birthday, Dylan. Second is, I get to spend the day with this little champ, so we're having a day together, just the 2 of us. Actually, there's 4 reasons. Third reason is another Yorkshireman, one of my subscribers, is coming down because he's going to be picking up these PS1 games. And the 4th reason, Silent Hill 2 Remake is released today. Now, I know some of you have had it early access. I've not been that lucky. I've waited for the physical. As you know, I'm supposed to have 2 come in. I've one off Amazon, one off Game. I've had a notification off Amazon to say it's on its way. Game, nothing. I've had no correspondence off Game whatsoever. So, sorry. So I'm super glad that I actually ordered the second copy. I've sent them an email yesterday. I said, just checking, this order's on its way, because it is release day tomorrow. But no, nothing, no reply. So I'm not holding out for that, but I do want that steelbook, so they better get their act together. I don't mind waiting a week or something to get the steelbook now, because I know I've got another copy to play. But yes, it is the release day of Silent Hill 2 Remake. Absolutely cannot wait. I booked the day off especially to play it. Just waiting on the postman now, aren't we, dude? He's ready with his controller. He wants to go. Say hi. So I'll keep you posted as soon as it arrives and when another Yorkshireman turns up for the game. So I'll see you all soon. Catch you in a bit. Well, it is currently 1:30 in the afternoon and none of my games have turned up. So Game, they haven't even sent a notification to say it's being delivered, and Amazon still haven't turned up. So I'm really pissed. I don't think I'm going to pre-order games anymore. I could have literally popped to Asda at 7 o'clock this morning and probably grabbed the copy. So I think I'm done with pre-orders. I have also pre-ordered the Metal Gear Delta Steelbook exclusive from Game, but I'm probably going to cancel that. It's a bit of a piss take. Like I said, I could have bought it. I took the day off work for this, and not any of them have turned up. I'm just going to go to the local stores and buy them from now on. So, Game, you can suck a dick, like I said in my last video. And Amazon, man, you let me down. Amazon's usually pretty good. But I've had a notification off Amazon. It's on its way. And I'm due the Final Fantasy remaster of 1 to 6. That's due for release tomorrow. But it's actually coming today, so it's a day early. So that is a little bonus, I suppose. But Silent Hill 2 is the game I want to be playing, not Final Fantasy. So if any was going to come early, I would have rathered it be Silent Hill 2. But still have to wait. Hopefully he'll show up soon, but we'll see. But yeah, 1:37 in the afternoon and still no games. Oh yes, baby, I'm home. Daddy's coming back to Silent Hill. So excited for this. Look at the effects on that fog, man. Insane. And so we are back. Another Yorkshireman come. He took the PS1 games, the little bastard. No. Not that I'm glad to see him go, but they're going to a really good home. He's going for the full set, PS1, so I think there's a good 35 games there, which is going to help him. Agreed on a price. Great to meet him. Nice to meet subscribers. I don't think I've ever met a subscriber, actually, unless it's someone I knew previously. So, yeah, it was nice to meet him. Him and his partner came down. We had a good chat. He came to the games room, had a quick nose around. We chatted games, chatted collecting. So, really good to meet you, mate. You're a really nice guy. Thanks for buying some games off me and helping with me sort my life out. Maybe one day I'll buy them back. Who knows? But, yeah. Really good guy, and like I said, it was nice to just chill and chat to someone who's like-minded, who likes games and collecting and consoles and all that jazz. And his partner also liked Marvel as well, which I quite like Marvel. So, yeah, it was nice to meet you both. And thanks again, buddy. Now, as you saw, Silent Hill did turn up. I did manage to play it. That was my Amazon copy. It got you late in the afternoon. I managed to start playing it around 4 o'clock. So, yeah, there's a long old wait for that. Game still hasn't turned up. I have emailed them many times and they hadn't. Today is Friday, by the way, just for information purposes. I emailed them many times and they hadn't replied. I have received a reply today, and they have basically said, look, we've had a lot of complaints to deal with at the moment. Sorry we haven't got back to you, but we're assuming your thing has been resolved, so they're closing my case without even speaking to me. So, great customer service, game, you bunch of tossers. So that is that. I have managed to get through to them yesterday on Facebook Messenger, and they have told me my order has been cancelled. They said the reason it was cancelled was because of payment failed to go through, which I said was a load of rubbish. There's no chance on this earth, because I paid through PayPal anyway. And I know in the past, if something, I haven't had enough money in my PayPal or whatever, PayPal pay it anyway. It just puts your PayPal balance in a minus, and then you get a notification off PayPal. I need to pay them back, basically. So I know it's nonsense, but that's what they've said. So I give them a little bit of, not telling off, but I just basically said, can't wait for your store to close because you're useless, basically. Something like that. I'll put the message up here. But yeah, so game are useless. They can't get a pre-order right. I've seen many people say they've either not received it or they've received just the game and not the steelbook. I know Kale on his channel, he hasn't received his. They've said they're going to send the steelbooks out separate, which I just think is a joke. I was talking to someone the other day as well, and they went to Game, and they were selling the game on the day and giving the steelbook away free with the game, which they shouldn't be doing because they were pre-order only. And then they told someone else that they don't have enough stock of the steelbooks for the pre-orders. They say if they had 1,000 steelbooks, they've taken 1,500 orders, and they can't satisfy all of the orders. So they're in like almost like a queuing basis. Whoever ordered first is going to get theirs, and some of you at the end may not even get any. So that sucks, And I ordered mine in June, so mine's been ordered for 3 months. But regardless, I'm going to cancel now my Delta order. I have pre-ordered it through Amazon now, so I will be getting Metal Gear Solid off Amazon. But another bad experience I want to show you as well is, this is one of the games I sold on Vinted, sent by Yodel. It's been returned to me because it's damaged. I've ripped all the address off there for privacy, but I just wanted to have a look at it. I haven't opened it yet. The guy's had his money back. It's a PS1 game. I just want to see what kind of state it's in. Yeah, it's shagged in it, that case. Look at that. And I know you could probably say you recase it, but why should he? It's actually ripped. Oh no, it hasn't ripped the insert. I thought it was like a normal game, but they're not. They PlayStation 1s are separate. The front is separate. That's intact. Yeah, it looks like someone's trod on it because the manual's dented as well. Well, I'm going to give it a try anyway to see if that still works. Because what I may do is recase that. Because June is like a £20 game, I believe. £25 game. So it's not a cheap game. If it was a pound game like a FIFA, it wouldn't be as bad. But yeah. Well, this has been returned anyway. I don't know how the hell Yodel have managed to do that. But I may try and recase that and get that sorted. But I do need to test it out to make sure it's still working, to make sure the disc isn't damaged. And that's that. Right, anyway, let's look at some pickups I got. Now this, I found quite interesting. So I went to my local pawn shop, I suppose you'd call it, cash exchange. I was having a quick look at the games. I saw this, I picked it up, I was like, £8, is that a good price, is it not? Oh, I don't know, I'll leave it there. So off I went. And then something clicked in my head. Well, this game didn't actually have a UK release. It was only NTSC. So I was like, yeah, I'm sure it does. So I had to double check with my gaming encyclopedia, which is Jordan at Wild Game Hunting. And he said, yes, that's correct. So I had a quick look. On eBay, they're going for around 25 quid, 20 to 30 quid roughly. But I'd probably get one for about 25 quid. They were only asking 8 quid. So I went back and I grabbed it. And that game is Dead Rising 2. So obviously, this was originally released on the PS3. and it never got a PS4 release. They released the others, I believe, like Dead Rising 4 and stuff, but they never released this. No, there's 2 of them that they didn't release on PS4. So this is one of them anyway. And I seen it was £8. So I thought I'd pick it up because it's a bit of a bargain and it didn't get a UK release. So yeah, Dead Rising 2. Which a lot of people prefer than the first one. So I've never played either. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait for the remake of the first one to come out on disc. I'm going to play that and then I'll give that a bash. But while I was there, I picked up this. Looked a bit interesting. I know Laura likes detective games, so I thought, well, maybe I'll pick it up for Laura. But she didn't look like she liked the look of it. It looked a bit creepy for her. And that is Sherlock Holmes, the Devil's Daughter. I really like the look of it. I'll put some gameplay footage up. It's kind of my kind of style. Third person, bit creepy and all that nonsense. So, yeah. Thought I'd give it a go. It looks okay to me. Anyone played it, let me know in the comments. And then we've got a couple of vintage purchases. So I'll open this one up here because I still haven't opened this. And I do need to confirm whether it is good or not. See, what I don't get is I can put a game, like I put PS2 games in, I put some bubble wrap around them, and then I put them in a padded envelope with bubble wrap, and they can get smashed. This person has sent me a game in just a jiffy bag. No padding, no nothing. And it gets here, and it's not broken. I don't know why I have so much bad luck. But anyway, the game is Resident Evil 6. So you know I'm going to go for the PS4 set. I've now got 5 and 6. So we just need... I do also need as well, I checked. I've got Revelations 2 on PS4. I do not have Revelations. I've got it on PS3. Because when I originally started collecting, I wanted the games that on the original system they came out on. So Revelations, I've got PS3. Revelations 2 is PS4. So I still need to get Revelations and Resident Evil 4 now. And that is the PS4 set done. Which is nice. And another vintage pickup, Red Dead Redemption. I've got the second one, obviously. This is a relatively new release on PlayStation 4. It came out on PS4 and Switch simultaneously. So I'd be meaning to get it, but it's still a pricey game. It's like 35 quid. This was like 20 odd on Vinted, but I made an offer of 20 and they accepted. I think it was 20 or 18 or something. It's around the £20 mark, which is a really good price for that. So now I have both Red Deads on PS4. I wish they would do manuals of these games. And that is that. And then lastly, well not lastly, the last couple. Final Fantasy, the collection. Now this is the anniversary edition. So this came out about a year ago, maybe 2. They only did a limited number of copies. The price shot right up. So this is basically a reprint of that. This isn't going to go anywhere near that height. And to distinguish the two, they've put Anniversary Edition on there. So you can't try and sell that on as the expensive one. But nice to have it. I was gutted I missed the last one and I wasn't paying £200 for it. But yeah, picked that up. I think that was about 40 quid, I believe. Can't remember if I'm honest. But yeah, that came a day early actually. But I still haven't played it because I'm still playing Silent Hill 2. And then I picked this up today. Prince of Persia, what is it? The Lost Crown. Now, I was going to get this at release. It looked really cool. And then I was like, do I want to spend 50 quid on that? Or 60, whatever it was. And I've been watching it slowly decrease in value. Well, I was in Asda today. It's £21, which is a really good price. But I had some vouchers with my Asda rewards. I had like 16 quid's worth. So I turned them into a coupon. You can only do multiples of 5. So I managed to get a £15 coupon, which meant I paid £6 for that. So I'm over the moon to pay £6 for that. Gonna give it a go for that. And hopefully it's good. So if you played that, let me know. And the last pickup, you all know, Silent Hill 2 Remake. Now, what do I think of this? I absolutely love it. I think the Blooper team has done an outstanding job. Some of the things I think they've excelled at is the sound design. The sound is absolutely amazing. It's super tense. It's super creepy. One of the best sounds I've heard in a game. I love that the radio, when the things are near and the radio goes off, it comes through your controller. It really creeps you out. It gives you that horrible feeling, like goosebumps almost, with the hair stand up on the back of your neck. It really adds to that immersion. So that is awesome. Graphically, obviously, it's a lot better than the original. I'm not going to say 10 times better or anything, but as it should be, it's vastly improved. Have they ruined it in any way? No, they've stuck to the story. The only thing I think that they've tried to make the game longer. Obviously, Silent Hill 2 you could probably do in 6-7 hours, maybe faster. They've tried to make the game longer. I think originally it took me about 8 or 9 hours to finish the first game many moons ago. This, I'm 10 hours in and I'm still not near the end. I'm about 60% of the way through. So what they've done is puzzles. They made the puzzles longer. So if you're in a puzzle, like the clock puzzle, rather than just do the clock puzzle, you actually have to go around and find the separate hands to do it. And they had like a seesaw thing in there, which is all part of the puzzle. So they've dragged the puzzles out a bit, which is good in a way, but sometimes it does feel a little bit long. Like the hospital, I couldn't wait to get the hospital done out of the way. It is vast. Like, I'm not going to try and spoil anything, but if you play the game and you get to the hospital, you open your map and you're like, wow, that is so many rooms. And that is only one floor. There's like 3 floors and the basement. So it's a big, it's almost daunting. You're like, I got to search all these rooms. But they have dragged it out slightly. So that's my only like downside to it, really. But as for a game, it's just kept this old school charm, which is what I like. Like, a lot of people didn't like Alone in the Dark. I like that because it had a bit of that old school charm. It didn't have like 20 guns where you gotta upgrade this and upgrade that. You know, you got a basic couple of guns and they did the job and they all had their purpose, which is what Silent Hill's done. You've got your pistol, which is your average gun. You've got your shotgun, which is more powerful. You get less rounds for it. You don't find as many, but you save that for the bigger guys and the bosses and things. Same as the old school Resident Evil games. And then, well, I found rifle rounds. Well, I found a rifle, but I can't quite get it yet. So I don't want to spoil that. But so I don't know if they've chucked any more guns in at the minute. But at the moment, I know there's 3. They have added a lot of combat, which some of the purists would probably say it shouldn't be like that because Silent Hill isn't about combat, which I would agree. It's more about the story and the atmosphere and the suspense. But they nailed all that. Is there a bit too much? Probably. They've thrown a bit too many enemies in and it's a bit almost hack and slash. I think they could have scaled down the enemies slightly. Like, you go into some rooms and there's a few there. If they half the number, maybe. It is a bit more combat-y. But I think they're trying to maybe try and compete with the Resident Evils of the world and, try and get that fan base on. It's slightly too much, but it's not overpowering. It's not like all gun-ho and all that. So it hasn't ruined the atmosphere and the suspense. So they could have dialed it down slightly, but it's not ruined the game. Little touches as well. Like, it's funny because I started playing the game and then I heard the radio. I was like, oh my God. So this is class. And then I was like, where do I find my health? Because the HUD, there's no like HUDs on the screen and all, which I think is great. They haven't oversaturate the screen with anything. If you take a lot of damage, you'll get a red thing around you, around the screen, which you can turn off if you want, because I know some people find that annoying. But I was like, well, where's my health? So I was in the menus and all that. I text Jordan. I said, really love that the radio comes through. And he said, yeah, look at your controller. The lights on the controller are actually your health bar, which I think is ace. The lights are green. If you start taking damage, they go yellow, then they go orange, and then it goes to red. So I think those are little, what the PS5 has to offer, and they've took that on board as well. But they've stayed faithful to the old game. They've kept the tension. They've kept the atmosphere. They've not gone crazy and given you an AK-47 to go around blowing everyone up. They've kept it as original as possible. It feels like an old school horror game, like they used to be. A nice, slow, steady pace, atmospheric, tense, on the edge of your seat kind of stuff. And they've just saved all those charms, and they've not overdone it with the guns and all these different things, It's just great. It is just like playing an old school horror, like I said, with updated graphics. So I think they've nailed it. Like, to me, it's a solid 9 out of 10. I know Metacritic give it like 87, I think. Everyone's scoring it like 8.5 out of 10. I'd give it a good 9.5. Not quite sure if it's game of the year for me yet, but it's close. They have smashed it. I don't want to say I can't fault it, because it does have a little few things, but overall it's amazing. So if you was on the fence about buying it, buy it, get it played. It is outstanding. I can't wait to get back into it. It's one of those games that keeps drawing you in, and it does creep you out, I'm not gonna lie. So go buy Silent Hill 2 if you haven't already. And that's it for pickups this week. I haven't got up to much. Obviously, it's just been a Silent Hill 2 week. I know I'm banging on about it a lot, but not really been anywhere. I popped to Asda's, I popped to the pawn shop, and I've been playing Silent Hill. That's what I've been doing, because I'm actually in love with that game at the minute, and it just wants me to keep playing it, like, you know. So yeah, it's great. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button as well, because I noticed like 70% of my viewers haven't subscribed, so it would help if you did do that and give the videos a thumbs up. But that's about it for this week, folks. Was there anything else I was going to talk about? Don't really know.
6.5 hours later.
No, I don't think there was, so I'm going to leave it there. I'll catch you all again, so take care of yourselves, stay safe, and game on.
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now, in our special place, waiting for you.